friends, it's Nancy. Just going to catch up with you today. I thought I would make some master boards to do some tags and things with, and just bring you up to speed on everything I've been up to. Now, there is a furry orange critter on my desk. The window's open and he's enjoying the birds. But every now and then you might just see a little orange tail flick across the camera. Let me talk about the fundraiser that I did last Saturday first. Thank you to everybody who helped me. Hello, Gibson. What you gonna do? Did you come to say hi? Yeah, there's a camera on. Anyway, grand total, once everything was calculated, was $1,245.02, which is mind-blowing. Excuse me. And first thing I bought on Monday was a tent and a cooler and a water carrier for a young man named Stephen. So Stephen had a little pop-up tent, but the door, the zipper door part was torn, so he couldn't actually close it. No, he couldn't. He couldn't close it. So he actually approached me and he said, do you have any connections with any services that could help me get a new tent? And I said, Stephen, are you going to be here for a bit? And he said, yeah. I said, I'll be back in an hour. He was absolutely thrilled. Oh, is that Monday? Yeah, that had to be Monday. That had to be Monday. All right, you gotta go. So what I've learned is that there's various kinds of expenses that people need help with. So on Monday when I was visiting, I met 3 people who needed identification in order to apply for housing. So there is an agency that's funded to help them get birth certificates, but they need photo ID. And the cost of photo ID is, I think it's $35. So I am going to help them do that. Yeah, so I think I'm just going to hang on to the fund until I see real examples of things people could make practical use of, rather than going out and buying, 5 tents. I'll buy a tent if somebody needs it. Clothes if somebody needs it. And for example, ID. So I talked to the agency that does the birth certificates and said, look, I have some money, and they are absolutely thrilled and want to work with me to help people to get the additional identification that they need. So you probably already know that I, as a special thank you to everybody in the community who supported with kind words, with cash donations, with purchases, to show my appreciation, I uploaded a digital to my Ko-fi channel. The link is in the description. And I've printed one out. So this was on like a cream colored cardstock, and I cut out the one piece here so that I could show you. It's more or less the same size. And actually came out brighter, but I think it turned out really good. And I love that you can see and I'll call a couple of drips of this, and here's a pencil line there. So here's that little guy, and that little guy, and that little guy. The tag went into the journal that I finished yesterday. What's today? Today's Saturday. Thursday. I finished Thursday. And the blotter went into a journal that I finished Thursday. So there's no cost. Go over, take a look, download it. It's a JPEG, so you can shrink them, blow them up, do whatever you want with them. Put them in your own digitals. Enjoy. So I'm just gonna, this is, I don't know a lot about this. It says it's a panorama of something. Canadian history and life. So it has these engravings, which are nice. But I can't see me using this, so I'm just going to take out a page. So the journal I just finished, the commission journal that I did the flip through for yesterday, it was uploaded yesterday morning. So I took it in to work yesterday to give to my colleague, and she started looking through it. I said, let me give you a real tour. So I'm explaining each of the pieces and where I got them, what they represent, and you know, how old they are. And she was thrilled. And her daughter's birthday is today. So she was going to see if a friend of her daughter's was going up to visit her in Ottawa. So she was going to see if she could get a hold of that friend to take it with her. And if she couldn't, she was going to see if she could get it shipped by courier, so it would arrive today. But while I'm talking about that journal, so a couple people were interested in knowing about using the smaller, closer together, here, I'll make sure I got this on, signatures. So this is my day-to-day journal for this year, and like I'm in the 6th signature now, and like it just lays super flat. It's easy to write in, and it's, I mean, it's really sturdy, and I use it every day. I take it with me to work, and I take it with me on holidays. So it has cat hair on it because my cat likes to rub his body on it. So if you have never tried that smaller signature, closer together, give it a shot, see what you think. All right, let me get working here. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Can't remember. So I think I told you yesterday, or I don't know, I don't even know what I told you. I might have told you in the video where I was putting in the ephemera and then deleted half of the video. I am going on a little holiday starting tomorrow, Sunday. What's tomorrow, the 5th? So if I'm repeating myself, forgive me. Anyway, the other couple weeks ago, we were at a restaurant and I was talking to Doug. I'm going to cut this with a knife and measure it right. I've got a box of stuff that I want to use up. Anyway, back to my story. I was talking to Doug about a suburb of Buffalo that has, you know, sort of an older group of citizens. And there's always lots of estate sales there, and I really like those estate sales. And I said, I think it's Williamsburg or Williamsville or Williamsport or Williams something. And the waitress came by and she said, Williamsburg is in Virginia. I thought, well, yeah, it is. There's a, you know. And I said, you know, I always wanted to go there when I was a kid. The idea, you know, of the reenactors, and always wanted to live back in history. So, yeah, maybe I'll use this. And he said, well, let's go. Well, you don't have to ask me twice. So, that's where we're going. That's the destination. We'll see if we actually get there or not. Because I'll be driving. Doug prefers to be the passenger, and frankly, I prefer him to be the passenger. But as I've mentioned before, I've been having a heck of a time with my arms. I'm going to save that for something else. So, and having my arms in front of me, it's not good. So we'll see how it all goes. So my plan is that, you know, maybe two hours driving, take a break, 2 hours driving, that's where we're staying. So, if you have any suggestions of things I should stop and see on the road from Buffalo to Williamsburg, Virginia, please leave a comment. I like anything historical. I like antique malls. I like cute little walks, you know. I like water to see. I love to see water. I'm gonna lift up this edge. I think that's as lifty as it's gonna get. This is from 1869, this piece of paper that I'm gluing right now. Flea markets. Love your suggestions. So, if we can get there, I'll sure let you know. Oh, I have another one of these. I'll just leave that for now. Oh, sounds like my ride's here. Jordan has texted me already this morning. He wants to meet for breakfast. This is March 1911. I don't know if I want that red in there. Why not? What the heck? What if I do that? Whoops. So we're going to leave tomorrow morning. Jordan is going to look after the kitty cat. Look at this. Envelopes, paper, blank books. Oh, still my heart. These are a few of my favorite things. Oh my. Got this little ticket for a dance. One side's torn. Oops, shoot. I can confirm that my buddy Catherine is doing well, recovering nicely from her surgery. Birds sound unhappy about something. She thinks she's going to be able to return to her studio today. So that's good news. Because there's paper to be glued. Oh, this is the Italian one. A day. Can I use it? I can't. I have to keep Carissima. That's a matchbook. That's part of something from 1927. Just checking to make sure I'm in frame here. I guess I am. Got my hair done last night. which was much needed, let me tell you. So I've been struggling the last 2 or 3 years because I am quite gray at the front, but I still have a lot of color, natural color at the rear of my head. But of course, it's the gray at the front that greets everyone and what I see when I look in the mirror. So I experimented, I think it was pre-pandemic, with embracing the gray, and it was awful and I couldn't cope. Williamsville, it's not Williamsburg. Maybe I'll put him down here. So then, January, I had, gosh, look at that. Look at that filthy thing. Isn't it amazing? I don't want that. What's this? So, anyway, January had my roots touched up, and within a day or two of getting it done, I realized that a good 50% of the grays, there was no coverage. And this is already after they know my hair is difficult to cover, so they do a pre-softening technique, and it takes forever. And I thought, oh, Nancy, it's over with. So I don't want to have too much of the same thing on the one page, and I am going to make more than one page, so. Ooh. Can't use that. That's a darn good envelope. Gotta put that aside. So I went in and I said, let's talk about this. So what we ended up doing was putting a whole bunch of foils in, particularly the back, and bringing it down to a platinum color. And then after that was done, putting like a nice ashy toner on top, and I'm very happy. I'm going to embrace the gray, and neighborhood news. And yeah, I got some cut off, about two inches. A little lighter for summer. got this tape on the back. Like masking tape. Ugh, sticky, sticky. Save that one for later because I want to keep the mark there. This is India. Postage 1 penny, Cape of Good Hope. But then it's postmarked India. Another front of an envelope. And I'll do like that. 3 halfpence. Make sure those flappy flaps are out. This looks like part of a phone book. I almost forgot what it was called. See me using that. right there. This is from a creamery. It says grading report. What else was I going to tell you about? I took a wonderful class this week. The School of Social Work at Laurier University had a continuing education course in single session therapy, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. I think I want something different. I do want to use some of these prescriptions. Here's a really tore up one. I think I'm going to add that there, break up that white area. Maybe I'll do it like that. Okay. And maybe I'll go that way. Let's see what else I got here. I don't want that stamp too much covered. Okay. So I think I'm going to work on this for a bit. Let this dry. And I think on the back I'll put a sheet of ledger paper and then cut it up for tags and things. Just something mindless that I could do and talk at the same time. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.